Yeah, perfect. Thank you very much. Yeah.
No problem. I'll put the recording
Let
in
me.
the same folder in the Google Drive.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you very much. Okay. So for example, whatever directory we have created, if we want to remove it, and sometimes we require to remove, so we can simply run this command and we can remove it. Say at the moment it is showing there is no such directory. So for that we need to go on the at the moment we are on wrong, so we need to go on the home admin because we have created this directory in home admin. So we need to go on the home admin only. And maybe if you run this command again, maybe it will work. It should work. Let's see. Yeah. And if you run the again ls-lrth, now it's gone. This is how we can play in the company, and these are the administrator level of work. It will not create any outage. These types of work required while doing any upgradation, hotfix installations, some uploading the files from your devices, laptop to the firewall. Okay, let me clear the screen. Okay. And then we have the touch command. So touch is basically used to create any file. So we can create new file with the help of touch. So we just need to aware about it. That's it. And now it is very, very important. We have ETH tool command. So ETH tool command basically used to show related to a specific things on that interface. For example, you want to see details about your Ethernet 0. If you want to see your statistics of the interface 0, like how many speed we have set, what is the buffer size, other stuffs. So we can run this command ETH tool. For example, let me run this command here. So in our environment, like in our lab, ETH 0 is our management interface. So if you want to see all the things related to management, it is going to show here related to all the things are speed, 1000 MB per second, duplex is full. So this is very, very important command to play with the interfaces in the production. For example, if you want to see a statistics, so we can run this command, a speed, and for example, we got a complaint, and as per your internal discussion with management or manager, they suggest, okay, please set the change the speed of that interface. So we can do with the help of this command. It is tool a space dash s. Dash s means set. It is tool is the normal command. A space dash means set. This is the interface. On this interface, you can set a speed 100 duplex full. And while doing this, it is going to set a speed to 100 Mbps full duplex, turn off auto negotiations. So this command is really vital role, but yes, not every time. It depends upon our issue and the needs of the in the productions. And then this command is very important to see the statistics. Let me show dash s and net 0. So we can see all the things like Rx, TX. Rx means like traffic reaching. Rx means like traffic reaching to the interface, and TX means traffic going out from the interface.
मेरे पति की रक्षा कीजिए प्रभु मेरे पति की रक्षा कीजिए
Okay, so I hope this till now it is clear for you guys.
Yeah. Thanks so much.
Okay, now this is very, very important command, and I generally face such types of issue in the production, and sometimes user complain, I'm sending some drop kinds of things, and I want to analyze, okay, what is the behavior of transmit or receive traffic. So netstate -i command is basically used to display a list of network interfaces. It is going to show all the network interfaces along with their statistics. So if you run this command netstate space -i, it is going to list all the network interfaces in Checkpoint along with their statistics. Like what is the Rx message, how many Rx, how many TX, how many traffic is coming, how many going, is there any error on the interface or not? Okay. and it especially useful for checking the health and activity of your network interfaces or Unix Linux system. Okay, so of course in productions everything is happen with the help of interface, like we have inside interface, outside DMZ, and if you're able to see some error, so mostly happen because of faulty cables and buffer size full. Like for example, we have set half duplex, not full duplex, so of course it will create issue. But in case of half duplex, there are so many things in the queue. In case of full duplex, it is going to receive, also it is going to transmit. But in case of half duplex, it will create some issue. So these types of statistics we can check with the help of net state space dash I command. Let me run this in our firewall, and we'll see some output here. So at the moment, see, we are able to see RX okay, and like in Ethernet 0, we are able to see RX error, and we have like TX okay, and rest thing is okay. So if you want to do deep dive on same, like what is some error related things, so we can do like HTL tool and again run this command. Okay, so
Can I ask one question?
yes, yes.
So let's assume you're managing 10, 15 firewalls. It's very hard to kind of log into each one. Is there some kind of like a Ansible script or anything you can run which can periodically um, give you a snapshot of the health report, like statistics or something, to some file or something where it's easy to get all the reports from all your firewalls. So you don't have to go in and log in to each one all the time.
Yes, it depends upon the company to company. Like in our environment, we have Blackbox network automation manager tools. So we have used for the monitoring purpose.
Mm-hmm.
So for example, and another things we have SolarWind. So we have added all the devices on SolarWind. So if any
Ah,
interface goes down and a CPU high utilization is there, we generally get alerts, and accordingly we need to log in and check the actions, take the
okay, I see.
actions.
I see. So like,
If we,
uh,
yeah,
mm, okay, monitoring
if
tool.
we, if we, yeah, and if you come to like automations, like yes, definitely we can do so many things automation right away in the market. But it depends upon need to need and your design, how many tools we have in your production, your company. So definitely we can do so many automations. But I will say one thing, maybe possibles in production, maybe we can fight with your manager and others. Backbox tool is very, very good tools. It is related to automations. With the help of Backbox, we can upgrade our 100 devices. We don't need to touch any devices. We can upgrade with the help of a script. We don't need to log in all the firewall and do upgrade. No, it's very, very helpful automation tools. And we just need to create some script and schedule the job. And whatever timing we have scheduled, for example, 4 p.m. in non-business hour, automatically it is going to be upgrade your boxes and will get the information on the mail. Okay, your box has been upgraded. If you feel any error, it will show, okay, this is the error and why it is failed. Then we need to log in on the devices and then troubleshoot.
It's called black box.
Backbox,
Uh,
back
oh,
from
black box.
uh yeah, backbox from the this one. It will look like this. This is on the So now I hope it is clear for you guys, right?
Yes.
Okay, now it is very important to if you are troubleshooting and you are facing issue related to you are sure okay security policy is good if you are able to see let me log in a smart console also I think it's good time to see in the logs. So for example you are on the P1 call with customer and um, you are doing troubleshootings and you realize, okay, we are able to see the allow logs, but still, while doing TCP dump, we are only able to see scene packet. So we need to, in that case, we need to check the routing. So routing should be clear. Otherwise, sometimes it happens because of asymmetric routing. For example, traffic coming via this way or going via that way. So in that case, routing checking is very important in the productions. I will show here also. Let me explain scenario like which types of generally we can face in your productions. So I'm going to teach from CCTA, CCT perspective along with all the production related issues we generally I face so that you guys can keep good catching. For example, this is our DMZ server in the productions and this is our checkpoint firewall here and this DMZ server is behind our firewall. This is our firewall. And apart from this firewall, we have some other firewall in the path. And maybe we have some router here and there is another some firewall. This firewall is not managed by our teams. We only manage this and this firewall. And this is our DMZ server and we are on the P1 call and you are on the call and they have given source IP and destination IP. And source is behind, source is this, source is this server. Destination is somewhere on the internet, which is not managed by our team. This is destination IP. We are not managing. And or let's consider like this. This is the destination. So destination in our data center, and source is somewhere on the internet. And you are on the call, and when we are trying to do TCP dump on this firewall, we are able to see like okay, traffic is coming here, like scene packet. Scene is sent by this source, but there is no any scene ACK. Okay, there is no any sync from this server. In that case, we need to check the routing and security policies. Security policy should be on this firewall plus this firewall. Also, we need to check the routing, like how traffic is going as per your design. For example, it is going via this, but there is some another device in production. It is going out from this, maybe coming from this way, going via this way. So how we can identify such type of with the help of routing. Instead of security policy, there are still we can face issue in the production because of routing. And routing issue only happen if you do some wrong change in the production. Sometimes it happen by the user. Okay.
Interesting to know.
Yeah. So I generally run this command. If you go on the clease and if you go on the clease, let me clear the screen. This one, show route and destinations. If you want to go on the internet, we know okay our Google DNS IP is 888. But if you want to show okay how this traffic is going from our firewall, I want to check while reaching to 8.8.8, what is the next stop? I'm just running this.
Okay.
So it is showing
That's
okay.
right.
It is taking
Default.
yeah. It is taking default route and saying okay. It is taking this is the next stop 1.1. And what is the 1.1 in our lab?
It's a firewall.
This is our
interface.
ISP router.
Yeah. Oh, ISP router.
This is the ISP router.
Yeah.
So whatever I have configured default route towards our ISP router and it is going to the internet.
Okay, right.
So this is how we can, generally in the production, we keep some specific route, a static route. Here it is lab environment, so it is default. But in production, we have some static routes, and if there is no any route, then it will taking the default route.
Got it.
Okay. And we can run this command also. Let me run this one. IP route get. It is also a good command. Let me try this also. Okay, let me try in expert. Yeah, it is also showing very, it is showing like in kinds of details. How it is showing, let me explain. It's saying if you want to go at it, it is going via 192.1.1, and which source interface is it taking? This one. 1.105 means this one.
It's going on exit interface. Got it.
So while communicating with A.8, it is taking next of this, and as a communicating with source IP 1.105. So 1.105 is communicating with A.8. So here source interface is Ethernet 2. Yeah. So this command is very important. It is I think I generally run show route one, but it is very it is showing some in detail, like which source interface is taking. Maybe in production, in your production, it is designed to go to Google DNS or not by Ethernet 2. It should be go by Ethernet maybe 3. So we can realize, okay, this is the reason why it is not working, because it is taking source as a different interface, which is designed from design perspective, it is wrong. Then we can run the static, then we can run we can say like add a static route and we can point towards the Ethernet 3. So it depends upon the design in the company. Let me know if you have question on this command.
Surya, if any routing are missing in firewall, so how we can find out that type of issue?
Yeah, so routing found means it depends upon your issue. So generally, routing found means like, for example, we have 10, 20 routes added, and you are sure, as you are working as a tier 3 engineer or admin level engineer, like administrator, and you are sure, okay, this traffic should not go by default. This traffic should be go via some static route. So if you run this command, like, let me go on the please. If you run this command show route, it's going to show all the things like default route, directly connected. So if you are sure, okay, A.8 should not go via 1.1. So you are sure, okay, there is no any static route for 888. It is the default route only. So it depends your design those in your productions. But yes, if you run this command, it is going to show all the things. Show route.
Okay.
For example, let me take like this. For example, this is our DMZ 10.33.10. This is the DMZ server. But if you want to reach 3310, please send this traffic to, for example, there is some next of devices, for example, 1.1. And while doing troubleshootings, we observe, okay, there is only one default route. There is no any static route for that destination. So we can realize like that. So if you design your network, definitely we know like how that traffic is going. It should not be by default. Default means unknown destinations. If there is no any route, it is going to take the default. That's it. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Then we have like general blade issue. So in productions, we use our checkpoint services by a checkpoint vendor. So we generally create one account on checkpoint portals and we pay money to checkpoint for their services. So generally, if we here at the moment, I created one account, but maybe we can't see all the article because of permission issue. So let me show here. For example, here, if you want to see antivirus file log path, and so as per our issue, we can go on the articles, and generally it will show the path. For example, by default path of antivirus, like where antivirus related logs are stored on the checkpoint firewall. So this is the path. And in production, we realize, okay, there is some issue related to antivirus blade, and I want to analyze the logs related to antivirus. Then we need to go in this path, and then we can kite it. Kite means we are going to read this log file, and accordingly we can analyze. And if we are stuck, we can share with the vendor also. So let me try to run this. Let me show if we are able to see anything on the firewall or not. So this is the unlimited, guys. It depends upon the issue, and we can't do all the things here because of privilege and some cancel free account is there. Not only like we have now the license firewall from Checkpoint. So that is the reasons. Okay, so it is showing there is no install directory. So maybe this is the old one. We are using R81.10, so we can find from here like antivirus file logs. So there are so many things related to antivirus like threat prevention, administration guide, configuring antivirus settings, file exit size limit, login a smart view trackers, and how to work with antivirus antibot. And if you want to see a little bit more, we need to log in through your account created on the Checkpoint, and we can read as per our issue. So I'm telling which I follow in the productions. Accordingly, we can do through CLI, through web UI. So these things is we can select not limited. It depends upon the issue in the productions. Accordingly, we need to check it out. But this is the way to find it. We just need to search here, go on the Google, and just type here Checkpoint processes and daemons. We need to log in on this here, and we can see so many things related to security gateway, software blade and features, security management software blade and features. And for example, um, at the moment, for example, let me see some, okay. So route D daemon is responsible related to a routing part. And if you want to see the log related to routing, and so this is the log file, var log route.tld, and let me run this command. So we can see all the things related to routing. It is also asked in the interview. So see how we can read it. So if you are sure, okay, we want to do deep dive related to routing. I want to read route the daemon. Route the daemon is responsible for routing purpose in Checkpoint. And if you want to do deep dive, so we can go in this path. This is the log file path, and we can read it. What are the issue and other things? Okay. So this is how we can analyze in depth, not only route. For example, maybe we are facing some related to DHCP, the DHCPD. So DHCPD daemon is responsible related to DHCP. SNMP daemon is related to SNMP stuff. SNMP is used for the monitoring purpose, where we added our devices on SolarWind monitoring tools. At that time, SNMP comes in the picture. So if you want to read all the things, all the log file related to SNMPD daemon, then we need to go in this log file. This is the path. This is the password. Then syslogd related to logging purpose. Then this generally this is helpful. Maybe it will come in your production also. This is deployment agent service, and deployment agent is responsible for upgrading our box. If you are upgrading your box, let me show here, Gaya. For example, if you are upgrading your box and your deployment agent is not up to date, then we can't upgrade your box. So deployment agent should be up to date. So if your firewall has the internet connectivity, it is automatically going to be update your deployment agent. So this is the deployment agent 2084. So this is the latest deployment agent in R81.10. Okay. I'm checking for updates, like if there any update is available or not, new packages. So this is how we can check the deployment agent through GUI, also through CLI. So how we can check through CLI? We need to go on the list. run the command show installer. We'll cover this in depth also while we do upgrade part. So it is saying build number 2084. Agent build is up to date. See, if your deployment agent is not up to date, we can't proceed with upgrade. If you're doing upgrade, it will give error. Okay, your deployment agent not up to date. First update your deployment agent. And how we can update this? I will show there as some command. While upgrading, I will give that command also. Maybe we have here. No, it is not. Also, it is very simple command to install a deployment agent. Okay, so it's showing it is not okay. Internet connectivity is not there. So let me change the DNS part here. I'm trying to keep DNS 1.1 here, and secondary DNS maybe 192, 168, 136. Or maybe we can fix this issue later. So this is how we can change the deployment agent. Okay, so this is the latest deployment agent, or how we can see like for example in production someone asks from me, okay, please tell me what is the latest deployment agent. So how we can tell that? So try to see with the help of Google. Other things, if you are sure, okay, in your production there are 10 devices, 10 firewall, and 2 firewall has internet connectivity. So if you know, okay, firewall 1 has internet connectivity, try to log in through web UI, go on the status and actions. And if you go on the CPUs here, upgrade, it will show deployment agent. And whatever there, it is the latest one. So this is the first way to find. And second one we can do through CLI. We can search from with the help of Google. Like what is the latest deployment agent for Checkpoint R81.10. Okay. Second things, we can also install deployment agent from here. If not latest, then we can install it. And if you click install, it will ask, okay, from here we want to browse it. So for example, we have downloaded and kept in our download folder. So we can copy from here, import from here, and we can install it. So we'll see all the things while doing upgrade. Okay, so now it is clear, right? I hope.
Yep, yep, yep.
Yeah, one more thing is Checkpoint. In same times, we can't do work via two-way, like web UI or CLI. We can only do from one place. If you are working on CLI, we can't do any changes from web UI. If you are doing through web UI, we can't do through CLI because it is going to lock the sessions. So if you are working through CLI, we can't perform any changes from web UI. So we can do anything from one time, not together. Okay, then we'll try to see a little bit CPU tool. Yesterday I have explained, but I'm going to show related to some important things like how it is helpful in the production. So for example, you want to observe someone has complained and they said, okay, during this time on this date, I faced some drop. Could you please provide me the output to your CPU? Like what was the CPU utilization during that day, that time? How we can check that? So we can check with the help of CPU space dash T. Let me show here. If you run this command, CPU space dash T, and here it is showing like 2 January 2025, 1830 to 27. And if you press T here, we can mention your timing. For example, someone wanted to check, okay, I want to see and January 20 and maybe for example 8 p.m. maybe 00. This is the minute So this is the hour, this is the minute, and this is the seconds. So how we can see that, and accordingly we can tell to the user, okay, during that times we did not see any spike on the CPU. So this is how it is very helpful command CPU to analyze the previous log also, previous utilization also. Not log, utilization we can see. Right? I hope it is clear. And it is also asked in the interview also, like CPU, what is the use of CPU, how we can check the CPU, other things. Okay. Now we have two topics to cover in depth. So, for example, you are trying to access your smart here with the help of a smart console. We are trying to access your security management server, and while accessing, we are getting some error. Okay, the license has expired. So how we can fix that issue? And it's happened in the production also. See, if your production has good structure, like there is proper team who log in morning, afternoon, night, and they observe all the things. So in such scenario, we generally face less issue because everyone aware, and if any issue, generally fix it. But for example, if you're working in some environment where only one general shift is there, very less people is there, and you are not sure, okay, when license will expire, you are not sure, and when coming to next day in the office and try to access your management server with the help of a smart console, and you are getting, okay, license has expired, so it will not create any issue in the production. Only things we can't do any new changes because if you are not able to log in through a smart console, how you can do the changes? So whatever traffic is going to be processed, it is going to process only existing. If you want to do any new changes, we can't do it because our smart consoles, we can say like a license has expired and we are not able to log in our security management server.
Okay,
So in
I
that
run into
case,
this too a lot.
yeah. So like how we can, do you guys have idea like how we can, I wanted to know from you also. I want to know a little bit output from you
Mm,
also.
Not really. It'd be nice to, because they have a license manager, smart console, or smart update, whatever. It freezes up all the time, so I cannot do it through there. So we have to try to do it through what is that thing? There's a command, but I have not tried it, but it'd be nice to practice it on the
Yeah,
lab.
yeah, yeah.
CP lick print or something like that.
Yes, correct, correct, correct. You are on the right place.
Yeah.
So let me, yeah. So this is the command. So basically, this is the beginning command, simply put,
Mm-hmm.
and these things generally shared by vendor. For
Mm-hmm.
example, if your license has expired, they will
Mm-hmm.
share the license.
Mm-hmm.
So what we need to do, we need to run this command, simply put, and then rest will be they will share path.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So we just need you to copy their file and put on this command and run on the CLI in
Mm-hmm.
export mode,
Mm-hmm.
and then save the config, then reboot your gateway.
Mm-hmm.
So once we reboot, it will come up with new license,
Mm-hmm.
and here we can check the status cplick. I think it is D. Let me try.
Surya, how we can got a 15-day license in Checkpoint?
Yes, so we can do through here, like we need to log in through your support center here, and let me. My accounts. Let me sign in again. Before signing, I just wanted to finish this one. So this is the command like cpleak print and this dash d print only domain license. In Checkpoint, there's very beautiful things. If you're not remember the command, of course, we are human and we can't remember all the commands every times, right? So we can run these things. There is host expirations. So yeah, of course, we have some. We are using evaluations. We are not getting much result here, but this is the way how we can check it. Another things. Let me show through how we can do through web UI also. For example, we are not able to log in through a smart console, or still how we can do through web UI. So this is the process. We need to go on the your job boxes where your smart console is installed, then go into the programs, then go into checkpoint, then go into the smart consoles, then go into R81.10, then we need to go on the program. And in program there is one green smart distributor. Here, let me show you. These are the advanced things I am explaining, guys, and which you also want from me. Here, let me show. Provider. Yeah, this one, a smart distributor. Here we need to mention username, admin, and then management server IP. And once we log in, it will look like this web UI. And where from there we can also add the license, delete the license, install the license. Let me log in front of you. Admin, and this is our management server 192.168.137.10. Let me log in. So this will be helpful at the time. So if your smart console is not working and if you want to add your licenses. Add package from download centers, add package from CD/DVD, add package from file. So accordingly, we can, whatever file we have downloaded, license file, we can import from here. And once you import, then here is option like attach the license or deattach the license. So this is the way to for example, get licenses, attach licenses, deattach licenses. So we need to go on the license and contracts, and accordingly we can do it. For example, get licenses. Get license for SMS gateway, zero license were retrieved. There is no any license on SMS at the moment because we are using like free trials. So in the production, how it is helpful, attached licenses, there are no unattached license. So this is the trial license devices. So, but this is the way to do all the things related to license in the productions. Attach, deattach all licenses, so install packages. So this is how we can do with the help of web UI if your smart console is not working. This is the web UI. Second things we can do with the help of CLI. With the help of this command. cpleak put and checkpoint provide the license file. Just cpleak put a space -l and then mention your path, whatever they will give, and come on the CLI on the device. Run here, go on the clears, save config, and then reload your devices. That's it.
If you reload, will all the connections which are already in production, that will drop, right? I mean, or should we do it off hours or something like that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. It is not recommended to do in productions. I generally do in my company after non-business hour. Generally, I do after 6 p.m. Whatever
or
the
you can-
SMS or gateway.
Got it. And then if it's, or maybe you can even do it on if you have a cluster, then maybe do it on the non-primary one and then flip over and do it on the secondary, something like that. Maybe.
Correct. We can do like that. Yes, we can do on the standby box.
Okay.
And once it is rebooted up, we can fail over the traffic, and again we can do the active one.
Okay. That's it.
Yeah. So this is about the license thing and very, very important things. Now coming to your point, like Rahman, like how we can let me log in here. Actually, I am CCTE globally certified, so I have created one account for the how we can check our certificate and all. So if you go here, for example, I have given some dumb kind of name ABC company, and I've created from this company name account. And here, if you go on the my certification, so it will show like how many certification we have. At the moment, I am like CCSA, CCSE, CCT globally certified. So these are the certificate. So we can do like that in your case also.
Nice.
And one more thing here. Yeah, use services here we can create the services and all. Here we can try our product evaluation. Here we can see the license and other stuffs. Threat prevention, all-in-one, another evaluation. So it depends upon our need. From here we can do that. And another things I want to show here, my accounts here. And if you want to take a free trial license, first we need to create account. It is very, very important. If you don't have account, we can't take any license. Try our products. So next generation get free trials. So we can go on the next generation firewall, get free trials, Raman. And then accordingly, we can request it. For example, renewal tool, support center, contact support, my product center, my accounts. From here we can come. And if you come here, click on your account. Let me click here. This is your account profile. It's showing like current support. In current license, there is no any support from vendor. Of course, it is free trials. How we can how they can support. This is not our productions. I wanted to show here one more thing. So, here we need to mention all the things like your user account, your IP address. For example, I want to take license free trial for management server. So we need to give the management server IP. What is the purpose for the license? And accordingly, we can get evaluation. Click on there, get evaluations. So there are 3-4 types, all in one evaluation. So if you are working in lab environment, then try to get all in one evaluations. Evaluate all of the gateway and management blades on any gateway. So in lab, it is fine to get this license. This is especially for the threat prevention evaluations. So only will get threat prevention license from Checkpoint. This is other evaluation options. Select products from the available options. So this is recommended. So if you are doing in lab environment, Rama, and Philip, you also, if you want to take free trials, so all in one evaluations, we need to mention your account, your management server. If you are taking for gateway, mention gateway IP. Generally, it depends the need and then purpose, why you require. Evaluation of new software release, evaluation for software blade or features, and then accept it, and then get evaluation. So they will send the license, and accordingly we can add it as per our devices. Okay.
Okay. So yesterday your checkpoint license was expired, but you have follow same step.
Yes. So what I did, because I have already taken one time. So what I did, I just deleted this box and again re-added. So once I re-added, it will get again 15 days free trials.
Okay. After the
Re-added
added
means
new image,
yes. Correct.
you got the new license for 15 days.
Yes. I have
Okay.
deleted and again re-add. Then again I have installed, like follow all the process like username, password, security gateway, whatever the first time configuration wizard I have follow, and then I make it as a standalone device. Okay.
Okay.
But yeah, this is the way to take the free trials.
I think I think there's an alternative way. You know how you went to your license manager from the program folder?
License manager.
And you earlier you showed
Okay. Okay.
how
Here
to
you are saying.
yeah, somewhere there you can go and without removing your old smart SMS, you can go here, open it, and put in the new license, and it will expand. It will continue to the new 15-day, so you won't have to rebuild from scratch.
Yeah. Yeah. Agree with you. Agree with you. I never tried that. Yes, but yeah, I agree with you. Correct. Maybe it will.
I
So
think so. I've done.
see.
I've run into that issue before, where the license expire, and then I get a new license, and then I go back here, open it. I think it worked, but I don't know the later ones, the latest. But yeah, you could. That's a lot of trouble to go through and rebuild all the policy. But I need to learn how to back up the configuration, anyways, and reinstall on a new machine.
One more thing, like in production, we generally don't need to do like kinds of rebuilding and other stuff because we have the
Mm-hmm.
proper devices, we have the proper account manager.
Mm-hmm.
So they have the details of all the devices, which device has license, when it is going to expire. If it is expired, it is going to be sent right away on the mail and just need to copy and run the command and reboot your devices. So in
Oh,
production, it is very, very simple. In
okay.
lab, generally we do these types of work. Okay,
Got it.
but this is the way to take the license, attach it, deattach it, troubleshoots. So I'm explaining on the basis of troubleshooting, so like how we can do in the case of if you're not able to log in with the help of a smart console, now how we can activate our license with the help of web UI or CLI.
Got it.
Yeah. So I hope it is clear for you, Rahman, right?
Yes.
Let me show something. Let me try to do this company, and I'm just trying. I'm not doing anything. I'm just trying to request in front of you guys also. And I'm trying to do like okay, why it is required security gateway in lab environment. Let me try that. And this is the optional basically, but purpose of evaluation I'm trying to get in lab environment purpose. Let me try to get lab evaluations. The process is same. In production, we have the structure design, we have the team, we have the hierarchy. So, but everything is same, whatever I'm explaining. So maybe I will get on the email because my email ID is registered there. Yeah, saying congratulations, your evaluation products has been successfully added to the specified use account. So now it is added for the next 15 days, we can say. And get license file, we can click here, and let me try to download. Yeah, see, now we have downloaded the license, and let me, okay, I can open in Notepad if it is everything is right here. In Notepad. Yeah, this is the license. This is for the management. And same things we can do here. We can go here and get license or attach license, and we can import it. At the moment, I'm not doing anything, so otherwise maybe it will create issue because it is already renewed for 15 days. But this is the way to download, request, and fetch it. I hope now it is pretty much clear, right? because we have done live. Correct. Now we need to move ahead, right?
Yep, yep.
Yeah. So last things for today is very, very important. We'll try to see the upgrade step in cluster. Transparent. What is the meaning of transparent? Could you please anyone tell me like what is the meaning of transparent in cluster?
Means it won't make any decision. It'll just whatever it gets, it'll just pass it along.
Yeah. See, you are very close. So transparent means like, for example, if you are doing anything on the active box, and user will not feel any interruption. So while they will not feel interruption because everything's from active, it is going to be synced to a standby. Every replica, every sessions, everything is going to be synced from active to a standby. And if you're doing anything from active firewall and maybe it go down and other stuff, that traffic is handled by a standby box. And every replica, every session is there. So that will not create any issue, not create any disruption in the production. So user will not feel any problem. Okay, what happened in the production until unless both boxes will down. See, both box went down, then user will face any interruption. So this is called transparent failover. Transparent means user can't feel any problem until unless both box went down. Because everything is going to replicate from active to standby. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Even when I was given one time interview before 1 year, they asked what is transparent failover. I have explained like this. So we'll try to see a step here, and when we'll do HA part, we'll try to upgrade also in live in our session. So upgrading any devices which is in the cluster, first step to follow your company change process. Change process means some company have the change process. Do any changes with the help of change. We need to raise the change, get the approval, present in the cap call, and if your change is approved by all the SDM manager, then we can perform our change. So this is the first approach. I am telling on the basis of production perspective, whatever I generally follow. Okay, so first one is follow the change process. What is the second step? Second step, if your firewall has the internet connectivity, then we don't need to download the image. Don't need to download the deployment agent. Don't need to download the hotfix. Because if your firewall has the internet connectivity, everything is going to be updated from the checkpoint update server. Okay. If your firewall has not the internet connectivity, then download the latest deployment agent first. Then third, download the image. For example, at the moment we are on the R81.10 and you want to upgrade from R81.10 to R81.20. So download here R81.20. How you can download? Let me show you. Very simple. You go on the Google. And here download Checkpoint R81.20. There's two options. Gap fresh installs. So it is not recommended to download this ISO. ISO is basically required while doing fresh install, means installing from the beginning, clean installations. In company, we generally use .tzip file. Okay. Let me come back here and Yeah, upgrade and install. See, so these types of files generally we need to download. .tar. So this is for the upgrade purpose. And if we install .iso, means it is clean install. It is not recommended at the times of upgrade. Okay, very, very important to understand. Second things, we need to download the latest deployment agent. How we can do that? Download latest checkpoint R81.10 deployment agent.
The deployment agent is for whenever we do in place upgrade, right?
Yeah, correct. Only required to upgrade. Otherwise, deployment agent not required.
Okay.
Deployment agent is basically work to help to upgrade the devices. That's it.
Okay.
Okay, then we can hear from downloader, for example, in the moment, what is the latest deployment agent? And it is applicable for how many versions? For example, R82.20, R82.10, R82.40. So R82.40 is end of support. So in any production, if R82.40 is there, means there is no any support provided from Checkpoint, because Checkpoint already said R82.40 is end of support in April 2024 itself. So now your devices should be in R82.10 or R82.20. And this is the latest deployment agent. For example, 2550. Here we can download that. If you click here, .tg, it is going to download it. Okay. So download the latest deployment agent, download the image. Maybe sometime tag suggested to after upgrade, please install the hotfix also. So hotfix is the simple patches which is run on top of actual image. For example, on top of R82.20, simple patches is run. So hotfix is simple patch, it's not a full upgrade. It's kinds of simple patches which is run on top of the operating systems like R82.20. If it is required, it is optional. Hotfix. It is optional. It depends upon the need. Okay, so these are the process. Follow the process. Download deployment agent, image. Then what is the fifth step? Copy your image in any path. For example, /home, admin, and make one directory there and copy your deployment agent and images. Okay. So now we are ready with our image, our change process. Now we need to follow in the non-business hour, and everything is ready. Change is ready, image is ready. We have already copied. Now our actual upgrade will start. We need to start from a standby box.
We need to make a backup or a snapshot.
Yes. Yeah. As I think you rightly recall me. Yes. So it is very important. So after all the things, before these things, and once we come for the upgrade, I think in sixth step it will come to take the backup. It is very, very important, backup of our devices. And two types of backup we can take. If your device is VM based, then we need to take the snapshot of the VM or maybe clone of the VM. If your device is physical devices, then we can take manually snapshot backup and show configuration backup. So configuration, and second one is snapshot.
And we have to take any backup for tech support file or tech use?
No. In Checkpoint, 2 backup is enough to rebuild your box. Snapshot means everything is there except logs. In snapshot, log backup is not there. Apart from everything is there. Security policy, antivirus, antibody or blade, IPsec VPN, each and everything will cover in snapshot backup. In case of show configuration, only configuration is there like SNMP configuration, management configuration, routing configuration, interface configuration. So configuration is enough to rebuild and extend your box. Once your box is ready, like some basic configurations, and then we can revert the snapshot also. So snapshot play vital role in case of VM-based devices. I am telling on the basis of my experience, because on VM we created snapshot and cloud. But yes, it is also helpful on physical, that is hardware box also. So before upgrading, it is very, very important to take show configuration and snapshot backup, so that in case of any outage, we can revert our backup. And thank you very much for the reminder, Philip. It is very, very important to take the backup. Otherwise, we are wrong here. Yeah. And then snapshot backup we can take through web UI and through CLI. So how we can take through web UI? I think we can show here also. And snapshot backup is big in size. So we should have proper space in LB log or LB current. If you go in the system management and system, I think here it is there. Yeah, in maintenance, we have snapshot management, and where we can take new snapshot backup. This is the way from web UI, and how we can take through CLI. It is very simple: 192.168.137.10. And interview, they also ask the step, like how we can do, where we need to go. So we need to tell them I need to go to the maintenance and then snapshot management. Then they can realize, okay, he has the actual hands-on experience. We need to go on the keys and run the command add snapshot. That's it. Add snapshot, and if you run this, it is going to be added. And after that, we can move that snapshot on some log server, some server which is hosted somewhere to store the file. We generally not keep our snapshot on the device itself. For example, if your device got crashed, then how we can rebuild it? Your snapshot backup on device itself, and your device is crashed. So it is better and it is recommended to take the backup and keep somewhere outside. And it is generally big in size, so we should have proper space on that devices. Okay. Till now it is clear, right?
Yes.
Okay, so once we take the backup and then start from a standby box, and I'm just explaining roughly, and while doing upgrade, we'll see all the step whatever I'm explaining. So I start from a standby, and once it is done, and then install the policy on a smart consoles and uncheck the cluster.
During the upgradation, you have to check any signature, latest signature if Checkpoint have sent.
No, that is not required. But yes, once we upgrade to your standby box, your HA will be broken because version will be mismatched. For that, we need to come here, install policy. Let me show you also. And while installing policy, we need to uncheck here. So at the moment, single box is there. In production, if you are upgrading HA box, we need to uncheck here. And only while doing uncheck, it is going to only install on the upgraded one. For example, a standby box. If you're going to be tick mark here, and if you're going to install the policy, it will fail some error. Will get some error because at the moment only standby is upgraded, not the active one. So uncheck the gateway. While doing that, it is going to be installed on the box where it is upgraded. So one will be successful and one will be failed. So a standby will be successful and active one will be failed. That is the accepted behavior. Okay. And before that, we need to change the cluster cluster version. For example, we are doing upgrade from RA 10 to 20. So we need to change from RA 10 to 20. And then uncheck here and install the policy. Once we do that, our box will become in the HA. Okay. and then do the failover.
There is I don't remember offhand right now, because when we do upgrade, there's one cluster will have one version and then the other one has an old version. So you have to turn off something. I don't remember the term. And then you turn it back on, and that way there's those different versions won't conflict during HA. Yeah, do you remember anything? Well, maybe next call, but there's something like that where you turn off
Okay,
the.
so I think there is multi-clustering concept there you are talking, but I think that was not helpful. When I was upgrading the productions and I was following this process, still HE was broken. And what I did when I come to the smart console and when I change the version of the cluster and uncheck here, and when install the policy, it is going to be successful on the standby box and failed on the active one. And then when you run the command cph prove state, our box will be in HA. Then I did the failover with the help of this command cluster, Excel admin down and then up, down, first down, then up. So while doing that, our traffic will be fail from active to a standby. And then we need to check the connections. Don't start immediately. After failover, check the connections, like some connection is coming, handling through that firewall or not, with the help of TCP dump command, FW tab command, okay? And if everything looking good, after 5-10 minutes, then in 8 step, start upgrade on our secondary box, which was active earlier.
Yeah.
Okay, and after upgrade of this box, we need to come here and then just instead of one check, just check it and install the policy. So while doing it, is it going to install the policy in both the firewall, and both firewall is so green here. Okay. If we come on the object here, cluster object, while doing cluster, it will be show here. So this is the standalone devices. So in case of cluster, we'll try to create from here cluster and it will show here. So both boxes will be green. And then we need to check the policy package, like your policy package should be earlier one. FW state is the command to check the policy package. So while doing upgrade, sometimes if you not install the policy to check the initial policy package, where any drop, initial policy package means any drop. So it is very recommended after upgrade, after install the policy, check the policy package with the help of FW state command, and your policy package should be there. In case of our, what is the policy package? So this is the policy package. At the moment, we have the standard policy package, but in company, we can create multiple policy package. Policy package, what is policy package? Let me give little bit like in 2-3 minutes. Policy package, it comes of security purpose. For example, we have 10 clients and you want like, okay, we have CLP client, and for CLP, we have only 2 firewall. So we can create one policy package and we can put only 2 firewall on that policy package. So whatever changes required for CLP client, we need to only install the policy in that policy package. So it is independent to each other. It creates security, it creates isolation in the production. So that is the reason we create policy package. Okay. So it is important to make sure like policy package is there, and then if everything looking good, policy installation has been done, we are able to see logs, connections, then again go on the box, which is active at the moment. And then we need to run the command cluster Excel admin down, and then same command and up. So while doing that, it is again going to fail over from that box to new box. We can say like which was earlier at the times of upgrade, before starting upgrade. Generally in production, we'll try to keep same box as active. So before upgrade, the box which was active, after upgrade, we just made that box as active. Or if the box has a simple, we can say like if the box has the equal capacity, like hardware, RAM, and everything, we can keep as it is also. There is not any issue. But in generally, what I did, the box, for example, 01 is the active at the moment, 02 is a standby. So after upgrade, I make 01 active again. So it's up to you. Okay, and it depends on your involvement design. Okay, so this is the way to upgrade device in cluster without any issue in the production. If you do like this, user will not face any interruption in the production because we are doing one by one, not both devices at a time. Please ask any question if you have, guys.
There is no mandatory to start the upgradation from passive one. We can start from active one also after the shifting the traffic towards passive.
Of course, yes, you can do that.
Suppose that
only one thing is important, like at least one box should handle the traffic. That's it. Keep in your mind. Everyone had different way approach. But I generally start from a standby. So it's for convenient purpose. It's up to you how you are flowing. But yes, one firewall should handle the traffic. We can't touch both firewall at a time.
Suppose that we can shift the traffic from active to passive one, and we can verify the all traffic are handling by the passive firewall. Then we can start from active one. Currently, that one is passive.
Yeah. Another thing, see both box in HA. See if you are starting the upgrade from active, this is also not recommended, but we can do like this. Some people do like this. For example, both firewall is active, and we started upgrade from active itself. I started from active. So once your box is upgraded and reboot, all the traffic will move automatically to a standby box. But this is kind of not recommended. Try to do properly. Some people directly start from active, and again traffic will move automatically to the standby because both are in cluster. Okay. Very simple
Suppose
command.
that checkpoint
Yes.
are working as a active scenario. On that scenario, how we can shift the all traffic to passive one, another firewall, then we can start.
See, in active, of course, we generally take downtime. We need to mention your change. We need downtime. So generally in production, in active, we generally keep both boxes behind load balancer. Okay. It depends upon the company design. So if your both boxes behind load balancer, then it should not create any issue. But if your both boxes not in behind load balancer, both are active. I mean, 50% traffic is handled by one box, 50% traffic is handled by two box. So if you're upgrading one active box, in that case, 100% traffic is handled by single box. But in that case, of course, it should not create any issue, but it is recommended to take downtimes because both are active. I never upgraded active box. I never work on active, but I'm telling on the basis of my observation and experience. So while upgrading active, if one box goes down, 100% traffic is handled by one box. I hope it is clear for you.
Oh, yes.
Okay, one thing I forget here, guys. After copy your image in home admin directory, we need to copy in your CPU's repository for here. Here, let me show. Once you copy your image and deployment agent in home admin directly, it will not show here until it should know here. It should not show here. So how it will show here? There is command we need to run here: installer import local, and then you need to mention the path here. For example, you can paste here, and then for example, this is our RA2020 image name. I'm just taking for example, and then we can paste it. So while doing this, it is going to be import from home admin to this path, CPU's repository. And
Okay.
if your image is not here, we can't upgrade your box. It should be here. Your deployment agent, your hotfix, your image should be here. That is called CPU's repository, Checkpoint Upgrade Service Engine. Okay. So
Okay.
this is important to
So
understand.
okay, after the downloaded the image, then we have to import that image in GUI.
Yes, so we can do through CLI itself. So once we can download your image, we can copy with hello WinSCP. For example, you have downloaded your image, deployment agent, and image on your laptop, and then we need to log in your firewall through WinSCP and go in this path, home admin, and make one directory here, and copy your image and hotfix here. Okay. Once we copy here, then come to the CLI and installer import local. Run this command. Then mention the path, for example, /home /admin / and paste your, for example, image name here. And once we enter hit, it will show error because this is not the correct image. Let me just. Yeah, to run this command, it is showing like the package image does not exist because this is the wrong things. We are mentioning the snapshot. This is not the image. So once we run this command, it is going to be copied from home admin to the this path here. Okay. And
if
then
we are going to if we are going to GUI, then how?
Okay.
How will
we want to do directly? We want to directly. Then we can import package. Click here, import package. So first try to keep your download install deployment agent latest. It should be latest. How we can check? I have already mentioned if the internet connectivity is there, it is going to automatically update. If your internet connectivity is not there, then we can check with the help of CLI. Like this is the Google. So this is the latest deployment agent 2550. We need to download here. Click on here, and once download it, then click here install deployment agent. Let me show you again. Install deployment agent. Browse your deployment agent, whatever you have downloaded from Checkpoint site, and then click on install. Once you click install, it is going to be install your latest deployment agent. So once your deployment agent install, then click on import package, then browse, then your image, browse your image, import it. Once imported, it will show here, then right click, then click verify, and then update. So if you are installing hotfix, then we need to click install update. If you are upgrading your version, then we need to click update. So it is very, very important to understand two parameters, update and install. Install is only required in case of hotfix. Update is required in the kind of upgrade. Please don't forget to, if you are installing hotfix and if you by mistake if you click update means your box is going to be upgraded, version upgrade. That is wrong things. In case of hotfix, we need to follow install. In case of upgrade, we need to follow update. Let me show here also. Installer, hit tab. There are so many options. If you are trying to install hotfix, run install. Again, hit tab. Once we hit the tab, it will show the packages, whatever we have copied in the CPU's repository here. And it will show the number also. Then we need to click the number. Then it is going to be a start installing hotfix on the gateway. It will take 30-35 minutes. And once installed, it will enter the reboot. And once the reboot done, then we need to log in again and check the if we come here after reboot, after installation, it will show package and be successfully installed, and it will show green. Okay. At the time of upgrade, we need to run the installer and then tab, and then we need to use this option, upgrade. Hit tab, it will show your packages, images. At the time, it is not showing because we have not copied and our firewall has not internet connectivity, whatever I observed. I will fix later. So this is the way to do through CLI, Web UI. Web UI, we can do simply here, right click, verify and upgrade. And with the help of CLI, we can do like that. And it's very, very important. One more thing I forget to explain here. Before upgrading, we need to verify it. Installer, verify. hit tab. And for example, if you want to verify your hotfix package, maybe you want to verify your upgrade package, we need to give the number. So it is going to verify it. And if any error occurred, it is going to show. For example, there is no any enough space in LV current, it will show the error. Okay, 5 GB space is remaining. Please try to fulfill it. So it is very, very important to verify first before installing an upgrade. Otherwise, maybe we can stuck in the production and create big outage.
Any verification command just like MD5 and MD5 verification?
Yeah, MD5 we just check for the image integrity. MD5 we used to check the image integrity is correct or not. So generally, if you download from Checkpoint website, generally image should be correct. But yes, you are saying good things. We can do it for our better confidence. So a simple command is, I think it is start from MD5 itself or MD5. Yeah, MD5 sum and then just follow the tab and we can verify it. And it is also important, as for Checkpoint, before upgrading, your LV current has to at least 20 GB space available. It is recommended from Checkpoint. For example, at the moment only 6.5 GB available, but yes, it should be 20 GB as per Checkpoint. So before upgrade, these things we need to check in the productions. And in production, fulfilling all the things is very simple and short. Okay, so these are the important steps while upgrading the device in the cluster, and we need to follow same things in the productions. So that's it for the today's sessions. I hope this session has been informative, knowledgeable for you guys. If you have any question, please ask it.
I don't know how much time do you have now, if we could, or we can schedule anytime. I just want to see what I missed on the 3 steps. It's not critical on the lab. I wanted to compare with your settings and mine and see if I missed. Do you have time now or we can do it later?
Yes,
I'm
yes,
okay.
yes. Share your screen.
Okay,
We'll try
nice.
to
Thank you.
see. Yeah.
Okay. The screen. So, it's so big.
Surya,
So
are you
it
going to start any batch for F5?
Yes, so after this we'll start.
Okay.
okay. I think I have to go to this email real quick. Let's see if I can. So if I go to the router and I go to internet, and let's say I think 8.8, yeah, it can get up. So
Okay.
so now if I go to the firewall, and I go admin. If I go ping, it kind of sits there. So that means maybe when the traffic is replying, it's not right. I'm thinking because okay, so IP route get. Was that IP route get or
I
is
will
that
get and then 8.8.
and then 8.8.
Yeah.
8. So then
Or we just run like so out. That is also
okay. So route. So
okay, so we have default route towards 1.1 and
1.1.
1.1 is your ISP
File,
route, right?
yeah, the router ISP router. So
Just
that
minimize
looks,
it.
yeah. Okay.
Okay,
So,
so we need to do three things setting on the firewall. So login through smart consoles.
okay. So
We
I
need
go
to
to
enable the ICMP. Then we need to a smart console.
okay, smart console. Okay. I go to this
We have
one.
downloaded a smart console software.
Yeah, I have it. So if I
Okay.
go here to settings, just make it low. Let's
Yeah, just
see.
increase the size.
And look at the one. Okay, so now
Yeah, so go on the security policy first.
security policy.
Mhm.
And so I created four policy. One is just management, one is stealth rule, one is internet
Okay, so we
rule.
have created
So
internet is any allow. Okay, so it is
any
allow, right?
allow. Yep, allow.
We have enabled the track log. Okay, yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Then check the NAT part. Go on the NAT
Uh-huh.
sections.
Yeah. So in the NAT section, I enabled for I think this is where my problem may be. So I did enable for this network, the 192.168, this 37 network, it does take the external IP. So it is taking the 192. Okay, so
Okay, so
manage
for
net.
192.137.10, 192.168, 137.110, we can add one hide net. Just create one object. I think we have already created.
Uh-huh.
Uh, on the right side on the object. See, on the right side, there is option like objects.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Right, right side.
The right side. Okay.
Right side on the top.
Oh, on the top. Okay, here, this one?
No,
No,
no.
the first one.
Right side at the corner, there is option object and there is arrow marks in the corner. Right
Okay.
side on the top.
Objects. Correct. Yep. So here, objects.
Click on that
So networks, I have. Oh,
and
sorry.
click on the new. Click on the new.
Uh-huh. Okay, new. Okay.
Host.
Host. Okay. Uh-huh.
And yes, click on that and give any name like host h underscore. Yeah, give 192.168.137.10.
Okay. So so it's what is that? 10 is going to be the far to the
192, we can give any name like we want
so
like one.
external IP, right? Of IP of the router, right?
No, for example, in this case, I want like you want like 137.110 should go on the internet, right?
Yes.
So for that, we need to
Uh-huh.
create an object for 137.10, 110,
Okay. Let's say 192, 168,
168,
137 dot, and that's
137.110.
external. So okay. 110. That is 110. That's okay. That's the rest. Okay, got it. It's a
Yeah,
host
yeah.
IP. But the reason I gave the whole IP, the whole subnet to go out in my network as netting. So,
Okay,
but
first we'll try to
yes.
test it like
Yeah,
if one is working or not, and then
Good.
mention the IP here. Yes,
Yeah.
same. 192.168, 137.10.
137.110.
Yes.
And
Then go on
give
the NAT
this
section.
and enable this one and hide NAT, okay?
Yeah, hide correct.
Okay, external IP.
Click on OK.
Okay, so host IP. I don't
So
need
once we
external.
click hide, it is going to be hide behind our external IP address automatically.
Yeah, ghost IP. Okay, got it. Host. Okay, got it. Okay, so we just created a host. Okay,
And
now
then one more
this
thing we need to do
Yeah.
before installing, we need to enable the ICMP. So go on the left side on top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And go
Go on the global
to
properties.
global properties and accept ICMP request.
Request.
Okay. Oh,
and then publish and install the policy.
okay.
Then we can test it.
Yeah.
So if everything is okay, it should work. Otherwise, what we'll do
Yeah.
on next weekend, first we'll
Yeah.
try to fix this, and
Yeah.
then we'll move
Yeah.
ahead.
Okay. That was a good class. I learned a lot of technical things, not the
Yeah.
theory. So now I will review.
I don't like theory much. I generally play in the production. I generally
Yeah.
play in the lab. This is the best way to learn anything. Don't
Ex
believe on theory only.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And one
Okay.
more thing we
Awesome.
need to take care. Yeah, first try to test like this PC is reaching on the internet or not. Yeah. First
Yeah.
try to
It's like it's probably
no problem, no problem. We'll see it. One more thing I need to check here.
Mm-hmm.
Go on the smart consoles.
Uh,
Just minimize this. Minimize this. Yeah. And go on the gateway and servers.
uh-huh.
And then click on your gateway object. Double click.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
By default, NTS scoping is enabled, so it also creates issue. Again on the network management.
Okay. Network management.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And then what is the internet interface for the inside where 137 or 110 is there?
That's internal.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Double click.
Uh-huh.
And here instead modify, click modify.
Okay.
And click on modify. At the moment, NTS scoping is prevent mode. We need to select on the detect mode. Otherwise, it will drop the traffic on the interface level itself.
Okay.
And then go down. And here instead of prevent, just
say detect
it. Do same thing for other internal interface, that is Ethernet 1.
Yeah. Okay, go to modify.
Go on the modify in the bottom.
All right. Go here. Prevent is detect. And okay.
Yep. And then okay, and then save it and install the policy. And then try to test it.
Okay.
And what is the gateway we have set on this PC? Your gateway should be your inside IP of the firewall.
Gateway is the inside IP of the firewall. Means gateway is inside IP.
137.10
Yeah.
for your Windows server 137.110. Your gateway should be 137.10, and your DNS we can keep here 1.1.
Okay.
So it is going to be different default.
Yeah, let me see that. Also, I have always had trouble. Let's see, maybe there's a problem. Let's see that option and go here, properties, and properties. There should be 137.10. Okay, so that is okay. DNS is this one. This
Try to put DNS like your default gateway.
Okay,
so that by default it will send to there and it will go from there. Just try it.
Yeah.
And secondary DNS we can keep it. 1.1.
Oh,
1.1. Your
1.1.
ISP router. ISP.
ISP. Okay, got it. I see this.
So all the DNS traffic will send to the ISP router, and then it will go to the internet.
Okay.
And in second we can keep like it. Second.
Okay, got it. I got it. Properties. Second one.
and then okay, and then do one more thing, just disable it, again enable it, right click,
Okay. Disable.
disable and enable.
Okay.
Then try to ping first the gateway and then the Google DNS.
Okay, got it. So here I should do is 198.168.1.1. Okay, so
yes, that is
that's a
fine.
good
Try to
sign.
ping, yeah, it.
Mm,
Okay. I think everything is looking good here. And on gateway, we have configured default route towards 1.1, right?
Yes, so if I go to the default gateway, let's see, this one, where is my default gateway? Uh, like show route.
So route.
Okay, so Ethernet 2 is 1.1 connected 137.
Just one thing we can try here for the
Yeah,
testing purpose, just add one rule, any allow. Okay,
any
just add
allow.
on top.
Okay, curious. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, good
just for
idea.
testing purpose.
So, or I can disable the drop rule.
Yeah, just keep
Maybe
any
drop.
allow
Uh-huh.
and
What
for
about
testing purpose.
I just do drop accept, so there's no drops. Is that okay? Just for
Yeah,
testing. Cool.
yeah. Any allow, then install the
Yeah.
policy.
Policy publish. Now that way we know that it is something to do with the
Yeah, something on the firewall or what.
yeah
Because this is lab environment, so it create
yeah
issue. But in production, sometimes I also face.
yeah
Then we need to do say disable, enable, reboot, wipe, and then
yeah.
after that is generally fix.
So it may be something to do with
Actually,
the router, maybe. No?
in about
Route?
one rule are getting denied, all traffic getting rejected. Please check the rule. Then,
Which rule,
How do
Rahman?
you? Oh, sorry.
second method are denying all traffic.
Okay. Go on the smart console, like um,
Go to Smart
go on the
Console.
smart console.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, second rule
And
going to drop.
any
Yeah,
drop we have. So keep clean up on the top. Fourth rule on the
Uh,
yeah,
top.
yeah.
Fourth rule on the top. Okay, bring it all the way down. Okay. So cleanup rule any is at the
Yeah.
any at the
And then
cleanup rule.
now
Yeah.
install the policy.
Install policy. That's a good one too. Okay.
So this is how we can do and play, troubleshoot, and then we can learn.
Mm-hmm. So detail. Okay,
What is it
installation
saying?
policy failed.
Just
Detail.
click on the
There is no.
details. What is?
It'll say there's no conflicts with rule. Okay, that's fine. So
We
we
need to
bring
delete
this
it.
one
This
down. Yeah, and then I can delete it. I'll put it back into the cleanup, and then I won't have X. I will
yeah,
have.
delete all the rule. Keep only clean up for the testing purpose. Delete all the
Uh,
rules. Only
okay,
clean up.
delete. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll disable this. I'll disable this. Where is the cleanup rule? This is the cleanup rule, I guess. Which is a cleanup rule? Okay, so I disable
I
all
think.
except
Yeah.
disable this, and then cleanup. I move it to
Yeah.
in here. And how to move it out here. I'll just leave it like this for now. Okay, install
This is also
policy. So
work.
that okay.
This will also
So
work.
and so now we only have one policy, and that is allow. Okay. Yeah, and log. Okay, that one worked. And now if we go to 888, Okay, it's definitely not a firewall issue now. Right
Yeah,
now,
now it should, we need to work on the router part, like,
router part. Yeah. Okay.
okay, I got it. Go on the router,
Okay.
go on the
Ah,
routers,
okay, I go to the router.
routers,
Okay, 1 second.
and then run the command show IP
This-
route.
Okay. Uh,
Yeah,
router,
yeah. Show IP route.
IP route. Oh, sorry.
Okay, so default route is what is 50.2? This is your home ISP,
Yeah, that's my
50.2.
home ISP.
Okay, so
And
just
137 is
show
going
your
to
topology. Just show your topology. Just show your
yeah.
topology.
So topology is okay. So this is a home
This is the
ISP.
interface 0 by 0. So what
Actually,
try to do, enable
we
the
have to
DSCP there.
we
Rahman.
have to enable netting also on that ISP router. Actually,
Ah,
Okay, it is
because
different subnet.
yeah, this is a different 50. This subnet is 50.
I don't think that is required because router is just required to communicate to different network. Okay, so I don't think nothing is required here. Just do one
but
thing.
traffic is going to inside to outside, so
And they
net should
both are in the inside IP, maybe.
One more thing we can try because I have set up similar things. Let me
Yeah.
show. I think let me just little bit show. So 1.1 and here one is. Let me just 1 minute.
can
Just 1
you
minute.
create on access list and
So
allow all things
IP
in ISP router.
interface. 1.137, yeah, that is fine. So we have, I don't create any math here. Do one thing before, otherwise we'll perform on our upcoming sessions. Just go on your router
Uh-huh.
and uh, just go in your router and go in the config terminals
Mm-hmm.
and go the interface towards connected to your ISP.
Mm-hmm. That is interface is gate 101 is connected to ISP. Okay. Gate.
Go on that interface.
Oh, 10. No. What is that interface? Interface, gig 107. Okay. Gig. No.
We can just type gig. It will automatically take hit tab. After gig,
G
hit tab.
only GI and press that tab. GI only GI.
Okay.
Then tab
Tab. And then 0-1.
0 by 1.
Okay.
And IP address DHCP. IP address DHCP. Let's try
Address.
with this also.
Yeah.
DHCP.
That one is already set to DHCP.
Yeah. Let's try like it is getting new IP or not. And then
Oh, okay. Got it.
if you're taking new IP means communication from our DSP service for working properly, then we
And
can do like
can you please
It,
try to ping from inside IP to 8.8 from ISP router?
yeah. And that one works.
First,
Yeah.
verify the IP address.
Yeah.
yeah, it is
So
confirmed.
now,
Now ping
So
your
source.
firewall IP.
ping 192.168 dot what was that IP? Was that
Can you run so IP interface brief? Then
yeah,
we can find out.
sure, 1.105, okay.
1.1.
And 1.105. And that is show
Okay.
IP interface
brief.
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 Interface brief.
Yeah.
Okay. So okay, now it's
Just
got
a
a
minute. Yeah. Try to ping 8.8. The source will be 192.168.1.1. Ping and source 192.168.1.1.
8.1.1. Okay, so 1.1 is okay, got it. And it's
No,
not
I think
going.
it will not go that way,
Okay,
Rahman,
so
because
yeah, We have to
source will
enable
be
netting here.
50.4. No, 50 source will be 50.4. Try to do that. Source will be 50.4.
That will go. Okay,
Now it
so
is
we
gone.
know.
Now try to do from that side. Otherwise, we'll need to do some deep dive later. Now try to go on your PC and again ping over DNS.
Okay.
Okay, one more thing I want to show here. Just 1 minute. Just 1 minute. What is the default gateway? Just go on the router. Just go on the router
Yeah.
and just swipe it out.
So
Swipe it out.
IP route. Sorry.
And 50.2 and go on your window machine and change the primary DNS is 192.168.50.2.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So here. So this one.
Yeah. And then try it. Now it should be work after that.
It's just a 50.2.
Just cross it as 50.2. It was 50.2.
Okay.
Yeah. Then disable the interface and again enable it.
Okay. Now go to 1.1 is fine. And no, so I think the problem is on the router, not on the firewall. I
Yes,
think.
yes. You have to enable the net.
Who know?
Then
Do
we
you
can.
know netting? I don't know netting on the
Your
router.
inside IP are not going to a dotted, so that's
Yes.
very,
So we have to create a ACL rule or something like that.
yeah. ACL you can create on ACL.
Okay.
IP access list extended.
IP access IP access list extended or standard,
Extended you can create also.
and then 101.
101. Yeah.
And then
And hit enter.
enter. Okay, now we're in the ACL mode. Okay.
Permit IP any
Permit IP
IP
any
any
enter.
enter.
Okay.
Then apply this ACL to sorry, back again,
Exit
exit, and
interface
then interface.
gig. Where should we apply this to?
IPNet in inside and outside, both in just 1 minute. Which interface is outside interface?
Gig 01 is the outside interface, and gig 0-0 is the
Okay.
internal.
So first go to the interface that is the
Interface gig
interface.
I
0
think inside. I think on the inside, right?
0-0. Okay, I'm in the internal.
IPNet. Yeah, IPNet inside.
IP net inside. Enter.
And go to another interface.
Okay, exit. Okay, exit. Now
And
interface gig
0/1
0/1 IP
net
net outside.
Yes.
Enter. Okay.
And another go to exit.
Exit.
Exit one. And IP access list.
Access list.
Access list and 101.
1,001.
then IP access list 101, then interface. Just 1 minute, let me verify that.
This, the access list.
Just
Yeah.
Access list, put the naming. Yeah, okay. Access list
So we had the name as what did we name it?
101, 101.
101. Okay. I think that okay. 101. Okay.
Hit tab, hit question mark. What is showing there?
It's not recognizing
Okay, okay,
101.
okay, okay.
So
just 1 minute, let me
yeah,
verify.
sure. Extended maybe.
IP access list extended 101, and can you type the Google how to apply access list on outside interface?
Mm-hmm.
How to apply access list? Access list on outer interface on router. So more IP access list extended 101, and extended interface gigabit Ethernet, access group 101. Just 1 minute. IP access list.
I think we can test it. Philip, try to test from
Yeah.
machine. Like at the moment, it is working or not.
I have two
Otherwise, we need
options
to.
right now. Like what I can do
Uh,
is just to maybe I can remove this scenario out completely and let this go out. Maybe that for now that's good enough. Maybe later, but I think access list is important on the Cisco router. So what we
yeah, in
can,
that case, we can directly connect to your Ethernet to net, and
yeah,
on firewall we can do the default gateway towards
Oh,
your, for example, 50.2.
yeah, that'd be
That
faster,
will
and
also
then
work.
we'll,
actually,
yeah.
yeah, I am doing also same type of lab, but I am creating access list, and just let me verify that
Oh, okay, cool,
right
cool,
now.
cool. We can even
Uh,
sync up later if because we already if you have something going, no problem. We can meet up again.
yeah,
Yeah,
I am
okay.
just providing the
Okay, thanks.
detail, access list.
Meanwhile, you can just try to check. Still, you are not able to ping on the Windows server.
Let me see. I think switch to HTML faster. Uh, uh, But since I can get to 1.1, that's if I go here 1.1, it's working. So I am able to get out. It's something it doesn't recognize what to do
Yeah,
when it comes.
actually, traffic is reaching till router 1.1.
Yeah.
After netting, maybe it will resolve.
Yes.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I have found I have found that command.
Oh,
IPNet
nice.
inside source list 101 IPNet.
IP. Okay. So IP
Yeah, net
net.
inside
Inside
source
source.
list
List
101
101
interface
interface.
giga gi, just type it gi and tab, press the tab,
Uh-huh.
and 0 by 1, that is the outside interface,
Two.
and then overload over
Overload.
just hit enter.
And
Yeah, happily check.
okay, now we should be, so I need to go back and understand this. Okay. Yeah, ping is going out.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
that was
Great,
the
great.
problem. So now I need to understand what net, I mean, even though we use netting in Checkpoint, Cisco is different. So oh, thank you guys. Thank you so much. That was good. Very, very
oh,
good. Awesome. All right. I will upload the recording and we will have section next week, same time, and then you can send us the details of the class.
yeah, maybe same time if
Yeah.
any changes, then
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
I
will
will
notify, or
will
maybe you guys can notify. Yeah.
but this
Okay.
time is looking fine for everyone, maybe 7
Yeah.
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you again. All right. Any
Yeah, thank you
questions
very
during
much.
the
Yeah,
week?
it
We
was.
can.
Yeah, it was
Any.
very good sessions. I hope everybody enjoy, and
Oh, sorry.
lots of learning.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Very nice. Very happy